Please welcome the very handsome Harry Gilliland, everybody!
Thanks, guys. What's going on? Cool to be here. I'm really glad I'm here because I came out of my house to be here. So that's an achievement. I'll explain you what happened. I woke up this morning at 10:30 a.m. and I ate a bacon pizza. And I don't know if you guys have done that, but if you eat a bacon pizza before noon, that's what you do that day. That's the whole thing. There's no swing dancing lessons. There's no walks in the park. It's just digesting pizza for 8 hours violently. That's all I did. But I'm here now, and it's cool. I want to tell you guys something that pisses me off when people are eating pizza. It really pisses me off when they complain about the pizza burning the roof of their mouth. Because listen, it's not the roof of your mouth, it's the ceiling.
No.
Alright, it's on the inside, goddammit. The roof of your mouth is the top of your head. Just get that straight. I called my mom the other day, and we were talking about TV shows that we like. And my own mother recommended Gilmore Girls to me. You believe this shit? And she sold it really well, so I was like, okay, maybe I'll watch it. And I opened it up on Netflix. I was getting ready, right? And I was about to press play. And luckily, before I did, I realized that I was laying in bed, wearing a bathrobe, drinking wine alone. And if I had started Gilmore Girls, somebody would have broken into my house and taken my penis. Or at least suspended my license. They'd been like, you gotta go build a raft or something, just balance this shit out, man. Come on. But my mom's always given me weird advice, ever since I was a little kid. Like, I remember when I was a little kid, I asked my mom, hey, what's the difference between boys and girls? Like, why are there these people that I have to call girls? And she got really uncomfortable, she didn't want to tell me. But eventually, I got her to say something, she's like, alright, Harry, listen. You know between your legs where your wee-wee is? I was like, yes, Mom, I'm very familiar, please continue. She said, well, for girls, that's different. And I was like, okay, I get it, you're uncomfortable. And I walked away. And for about a year and a half after that, I thought that girls just had their balls in front of their dick. Like that was the difference. How was I supposed to figure out vaginas? I was 6. Not Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, that's the part they skip in the Bible. It's just 18 years of him learning about pussy for the whole thing. It's pretty fun. I did something notable the other day. I think it's notable. I laughed at a t-shirt on the street. Now, it wasn't like I got hit by a car and I was like, a t-shirt. But it was on a person, on the top half of a human person. And I saw this guy, and it was a shirt, maybe you guys have seen it. It says Como Te, and then a picture of a llama. It's like Como Te llama. It's a great shirt. And I hadn't seen it in like 3 years, so it caught me off guard. But I like audibly chuckled. And about 10 steps after that, I realized that the guy wearing it had no idea he was wearing it. He definitely just woke up hungover and threw on whatever smelled the best, walked out of his house with sunglasses, and then some stranger laughed at him on the street. Like, I just ruined that guy's day. But it's okay, he made my day, and that's how happiness works. You can be shitty to people as long as it makes you feel good. It's a zero-sum game. But no, I know what it's like to be made fun of for my clothes. I mean, I realize that I look like, the hippest guidance counselor. That's my whole thing. I'm going to turn the chair backwards. I'm not like those other squares. Let's just round about your life a little bit. Although anybody can do that character. It's really easy. You just gotta, try too hard. That's all you have to do for that character. A lot of times I'll wear shirts like this or, have more patterns and stuff. And people go, hey, man, the 70s called. I'm like, yeah, they did. You're good. But no, the 70s did call me. They called my house, the other week. They were like, hey, man, we got a whole bunch of shirts. Do you want to borrow some? It's like, are they polyester floral prints? Fuck yeah, I want to borrow those. Of course. So they came over, and we were chilling on my porch, just talking to the 70s. And, they were like, hey, I hope this hip-hop craze sticks around. I'm like, dude, you have no idea. I gotta show you Outkast. Let's just fucking... you like drugs, right? 70s? You're into drugs. And they're like, yeah, man, you want to go inside and get high? They're like, yeah, let's go blaze a doobie, man, right on. I'm like, okay, you gotta stop talking like that, though. You're freaking me out already. So I went inside and just smoked a joint with the 70s, listened to Outkast. And what they didn't realize is that weed's gotten a lot stronger since then. So the 70s got way too fucked up and ate all my food and passed out on my couch. So if they call again and ask for their shirt back, they can fuck off. had a bullshit apology. We're like, hey man, sorry I got so fucked up. Here's a case of Tang. Go home, 70s. Bullshit. One of my friends recently became a stripper. So, yeah, good for her, right? She owed me a favor, so it's okay. You know, she recently became a stripper and she needed a stage name, like something to call herself. And she decided, what I thought was a stroke of brilliance, on Gaza. Who doesn't want to go down to cheerleaders and watch Gaza strip? That's brilliant. It's like, good name, keep that one. But she ended up getting in a lot of trouble her first night at work because she's like very noticeably Jewish. You know, like she wears Star of David pasties and stuff. It's like, it's bad. So people were like, enough about your politics, show us your tits. You know, she came up to me after her performance and she was all mad. She's like, Harry, why didn't you tell me that Gaza was this big controversial thing? I thought it was just a cute type of bean. It's like, no, read the news just once in your life. But I tried to help her out. I was like, maybe you're thinking of like Goya? It's like, who's he calling a Goya, schmuck? I said, no, that's not what I meant, sorry. Maybe Fava? I think Fava could be a stripper name. I think Fava sounds kind of genital. You know? Like maybe there's a Fava Major and a Fava Minora in there somewhere. Her Fava Minora has 9 candles on it. I don't know. You know, it turned out the bean sheep thing was garbanzo, which is just the sexiest thing I've ever heard. You know, no, come to the stage, garbanzo. Didn't work out. She's not a stripper anymore. She lost her job. Here's a fun tip. You guys go to drugstores? You know what those are? Yeah? Okay, cool. Just making sure everybody's on the same page with the drugstore. If you go to a drugstore, though, and you buy a 20-ounce bottle of ginger ale and a 2-liter bottle of ginger ale and nothing else, people are going to think you make meth. It's just too specific a quantity of liquid to not have a lab in your basement. Like, you gotta be doing something weird with that. And I realized this the other day because I did that. I bought these just 2 different size containers of ginger ale. I remember standing in the drugstore and thinking, like, wow, I should get something else to make this look more normal. And I had a thought that I never expected to have as a man. I thought, I should buy condoms to make this less embarrassing. Never. Because I remember, like, buying condoms originally, it sucked. Like, are there any sexually active men in the crowd tonight? You ready? Liars. Liars, all of you. No, but you remember what it was like when you first started buying condoms? It was super embarrassing, right? No? No, you're just the most confident motherfucker in the world. You walk in, whip out your dick, be like, I want this shit gift wrapped. No, not me. Not me, sir. I used to try to cover up. I used to buy other stuff to, like, try to cover it up. Go to Walgreens for Trojans and walk out with a whole shopping cart full of shit. Weird, but now I do the opposite. I've gone through a transition where I do the opposite thing. Like the other day, at the drugstore, I had a basket full of stuff, and I had shoe polish, an X-Acto knife, 2 quarts, not pints, quarts of chocolate ice cream, 3 pair of costume earrings, Elmer's glue, and a 2-liter bottle of ginger ale. And I was like, I need to buy 144 condoms just to break even. Just to break even on the weirdness. Because I don't know what I expected them to think when they were checking me out, you know, except that I get laid a ton. Just being like, wow, this guy has some really weird sex. Boy, does he sure have a lot of it. He's like Jesus when he was 12. But no, my plan backfired, you must know. Because I always go to the same drugstore, so all they thought was, oh, ginger ale guy's got a fun weekend planned. Buy a lot of ginger ale. It's very good. I have one of my roommates has really weird opinions about things. They're based on nothing. Like, some of you guys know this guy or something? That's weird. No, he thinks that carrying an umbrella is a sign of weakness. Actually thinks that. Like, I'll be walking out of the house in a rainstorm carrying an umbrella and he'd be like, you're a pussy. I'm like, at least I'll be a dry pussy. So, fuck you. Joke's on you. I don't care, I carry an umbrella all the time, man. I brel. I call it brelling. Brel so hard motherfuckers want to find me. But I've run into a problem, I don't know what to do about it. I realized I was carrying an umbrella, just brelling like I do. And I walked under a bridge, and I don't know the protocol for what you do, because there's no rain, so you keep it up, you look stupid. Like, there's no way to do it, so I was just playing around with some ideas. I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna twirl. Oh boy! My day brightened up so much after that. Except for the rain. And I'm telling you guys, you gotta try it. It's the best feeling in the world. If you haven't done it, there's no better feeling than just walking down the sidewalk, twirling an umbrella on ecstasy. It's Did I forget to mention that? That's an important part. Why it felt so goddamn good. That's cool. I went to a hardware store. You guys go to hardware stores? The drugstores are a little tepid. You guys know what hardware stores are? You can buy socket wrenches of all sorts and shapes and sizes. I was there because I needed duct tape to put my neighbor's cat back together. And I saw a sign above one of the aisles, and the sign said, screws, nuts, and bolts. And I was offended by that. You know, screws, nuts, and bolts? Because I think I'm the kind of man who screws, nuts, and cuddles. Oh, isn't that adorable? You're swooning right now, that's what it is. No, screws, nuts, and makes French toast in the morning. That's how you gotta live your life. Don't run away immediately. You know, I've been trying to be a little more assertive sexually. Not like crazy shit, but I've been just trying to like step up my dirty talk game a little bit. You know, I'm not very good at it though. I'll try to give you guys an example. If I'm looking with a girl and we're getting into stuff, I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get real dirty with you tonight. You know, just to establish what we're doing. Right? Be like, oh yeah, girl, I wanna fuck you so hard. I just wanna bend you over this bed and fuck you so hard. But if that gets uncomfortable, just let me know. Like, we can totally switch. I have no problem with that. I just want you to be happy. It'll be fine. And then even like in the middle of stuff, I'll be like, oh, yeah, girl, I love that pussy. I love the way that pussy feels. You like that dick? You like it? Do you like it? Is it okay? Am I doing this right? Do you need some water? You're breathing real heavy. I don't want you to faint. And then no matter what bullshit comes out of my mouth, every time I come, I just lay back on the pillow, and I'm like, yeah, you killed it with that dirty talk. She wasn't even ready for it. You warned her beforehand, too. You're like, I'm gonna get dirty with you. That's what I said. I'm a dirty motherfucker, I told you. You gotta be careful about what you say out loud after sex. It can get a little iffy. Dating has been tough, you know. I'm single. I feel like everybody up here has said that, so I have to. Be like, yeah, I'm single, guys, just in case you didn't know. You know, I've been trying to find love. I wish that more women just threw themselves at me so I can practice for my future career as a trapeze artist. It's a circus joke, not a dating joke. Fucking gotcha. Gotcha. You guys have pets? Anybody have pets in here? Yeah? Cool, what kind of pets you guys have? Iguanas? A big iguana. Nice. That's great. You have what, a tiger shark? Cool, very cool. I want to get pets. I want to get like a cat or a dog or something, but I feel like I need to practice. Like I need to start smaller. I want to get a pet rock. You know, like just a miniature Dwayne Johnson I can keep around the house. It'd be great. He can wrestle the squirrels and try to steal my birdseed. He can always help out in the kitchen. Like if he's making a meal and I'm in the other room, I can always smell what he's cooking. And after 3 years, we'll sell out and start doing movies. Asshole pet rock. But I do eventually want to get like a cat or a dog. I think that like the differences between cats and dogs interest me. You know, more so just the difference about how we use the words. You know, like for example, like cat-like reflexes. When somebody has cat-like reflexes, they're very nimble and agile. When somebody has dog-like reflexes, that's when you look them in the eye and they shit on the floor. And then try to eat it. That's it. The other one is the phrase dog pile. For me, that conjures up great memories of Thanksgiving football games or the best search engine ever. Thank you, got that reference. But you very rarely hear the phrase cat pile, if ever. And I think it's because there's only one situation in which you can actually use that phrase. I'm going to try to describe it for you. I'll try to set the scene. So you owe somebody a lot of money. This is somebody you've never met. So you have to go find this person. So you read the directions on the back of your Chinese takeout menu. You end up in an alley, and there's just a bare bulb over a single door. You open the door, and there's just steps leading down forever. You walk down the steps, and eventually the light bulbs change to oil lamps. You get to the bottom and open a door, and just met with a wall of smoke. You have to push it out of the way, and you're wading through this fog. People in various states of undress and an opium-induced stupor all around you. And you hear a commotion off to your right, and you look over, and there's a group of people standing in a circle and jeering and throwing money at two cats. And they're fighting to the death. Eventually, one of the cats gets the better of the other one and claws out its throat. And the winner walks away to lick its wounds. And the loser is picked up and taken to the middle of the room, where sits the largest man you've ever seen. Like 1,800 pounds, easily. And he pauses from licking one of his concubine's nipples, just long enough to pull a huge curved knife out of his belt, and just takes the cat and slits it right down the middle. And then like an oyster, he holds it up and lets the innards just slide out into his gaping mouth. And as he gulps it down, He holds aloft the carcass of this once proud feline and nonchalantly flings it over his shoulder onto the cat pile. It's the only time you can use that. If you're trying to work it in a conversation, you know. I guess somebody did tell me, like, you could say cat pile would describe, like, a really cute basket of newborn kittens. Who wants to talk about that? I much prefer animal fights in an opium den. Alright, you guys have been really cool. My name's Harry Gilliland.